Hoot hoot everybody, hoot hoot. I'm Vilhelm Vanderbos and welcome to a mellow, chill drawing stream. Today is the letter C for the challenge I absolutely did not forget. I actually didn't forget the challenge, it's just I've been busy with a bunch of other stuff. Hi, how's everyone doing? Thank you for a lovely feature weekend. I had a lot of fun. As such, I'm a little tired today. So it's just gonna be a bit of low energy, chill, mellow stream. See you guys and I see you again. Yeah, definitely. How are you guys? I see Joy, I see Burb, Natsu, Akane, Ichigo, Nyajime, Ditcher, Yuno, Freya, Laurie, hello, hoot hoot, welcome back. How are you doing this Monday? It do feel like a Monday. Everyone's just a little tired, but otherwise I'm doing okay, thank you. Drove the bicycle today. Dang. Where'd you drive it? Yes, I went to a Ren Fair yesterday. That's so cool. I bet you all had an awesome get up for the Ren Fair. Momo, hello. Welcome. Yeah, today I'm gonna go back and work on Corbeau. That was part of the C character. So it might get done with it really fast. I don't know, but I still didn't want to skip out on this stream since I'm going on a vacation. If you had missed that, I'm going on a vacation at some point the second half of this week, so we're gonna have streams Monday, Tuesday, and Wednesday, and then that's gonna be it for 2 weeks ahead. But members on the Discord will get a couple of pictures, and I'll still be on the general on for everyone kind of Discord part 2. I see you got called by Corbeau. Honestly, I was thinking like, what get up? How should I fix my hair up today or anything like that? Let's see. I think I haven't done this switch in a while with the new hair, so let's use this one. I see Megan Man. I get summoned. Suddenly found yourself in another world. Yeah, so today is not the new art challenge. Obviously, that's going to be on Wednesday for everyone. To find out what's going to be what I'm going to leave you with, the homework I'm going to leave you with. Now, I'm really looking forward to this next challenge, actually, and you're going to get a little bit longer than a month to work on it if you'd like. Doesn't necessarily mean that it's going to be a much trickier one or a longer one, so don't worry about that. But since I didn't want to, I feel like if we look at the 2 weeks I'm going to be abroad for and everything, I think that it wouldn't be fair to reveal it when I'm back, because then time would be a little bit scarce, and then have so I figured if I can figure out the details about it, which I have, so I can leave you with the rules and everything like that, and all good. Projects and art challenge, I bet. Thanks everyone for participating on the last one. Look forward to showing you the new one. But today's just going to be a good old, actually I'm going to resume an old drawing. It's pretty interesting because this was a project I started earlier this year. We can go over to the art stream already and we can talk about it there. I think I should I don't need to have the scrolling text right now. It's all good. But yeah, Corbeau, I was doing an alphabet challenge as a way to I wanted to use that to create shorts and everything like that, to also promote the channel and just kind of show off my art on social media. So I felt like this was pretty good. This was a pretty good style thing to go to kind of work on. And then I had completely missed out on the fact that I had commissions pending. Speaking of, I think I may have one as well I need to answer. My gosh, I'm gonna write that down. I am a legitimate bird brain now and then. Let me write that down. Do not leave that pending. I'll tell you what. Yeah, I do exactly. What's an alphabet? I'll tell you. Let me see. VGen comms. Thank you. That's up from my to hoot list. So the ABC challenge or the alphabet challenge, whichever. I kind of switch around the names around. I started with a character with the letter A. I asked on YouTube to give me an idea of like what character would you like me to draw that starts with the letter A, and a lot of people suggested. Ultimately, I just would pick one. That sounded fun, just as a bit of a challenge for myself. The first one was Aizawa Shota from My Hero Atelier. But yeah, Aizawa, I drew him like this. So the idea is just kind of getting them done on a stream. So this was essentially almost the start of Artsy Taxi as well. This also helped me build up some confidence. Hello Dragon, hello Stitcher, hello Harrier. My Hero Atelier, yeah. What was I saying? Yeah. The fact that I kind of left them grayscale in order to kind of do it in a specific, like in a kind of stylized drawing. This actually gave me a little bit of a confidence to do Artsy Taxi. So this was before Artsy Taxi actually. So this was the first one, Aizawa Shota, and then I had Bachira from Blue Lock. I've never seen Blue Lock, so I kind of do my research a little bit of the character, and there were a couple of requests on B as well, so I just picked this one. The idea is to kind of keep it mostly monochrome and then have some kind of color pop like this, so I thought it was pretty cool. And I got to the letter C, and then I realized I had commissions and everything like that too. Because this was originally something to promote the channel and maybe be able to kind of get commissions going and everything like that too. But starting commissions and doing someday projects, I have not done a lot of videos lately, because video editing also takes a long time. There's a lot of prep work behind doing content creation. But as the name implies, and as the truth that is the pill that is very hard to swallow sometimes, implying content creator means you actually need to make content. So finding my way back to it, I suppose it would be a fun thing to have going on in the background, because it's a very easy thing to post and also engage people in suggesting new characters. Yeah, I got stuck on C for commissions. That's true. So for C, I picked Corbeau, because at the time I was playing a little bit. I was getting familiarized with Pokemon. What was it called again? Is it Za? Pokemon, is it Legends? Legends Za? Arceus? Arceus was the first one. Man, has it been that long to the point where I'm even also like, I don't remember the name. Legend Za, that's right. I know I always think of pizzas because of the Zaz. Hello Nai and hello Aya. So nice to have a lot of people in here. It's almost like I want to say, sorry to say it, this is not the new art challenge. The new art challenge for you guys. This is a challenge I've been doing, and of course you guys can do it yourself as well, but yeah. So yeah, we're gonna get back to this. I'm gonna keep it monochrome to some degree. I want to put some colors in on his Pokemon, because the whole idea is that it kind of stays somewhat monochrome. And let me find the picture. I don't even have the references for Corbeau. Can you imagine that? Hello, Neko. Believe it or not, we're also here for you, not just the challenges. Oh, y'all shouldn't have. Thank you. Let's see. There we go. That's Corbo. All right. Okay. Let's get started then. How's everyone doing, by the way? Happy Monday. Happy new week. What you guys up to? What you been doing? What you been playing? I am curious. I want to know. This is a chatty stream. It's not a speed drawing stream or anything. So we chatting. When your plumies are so smooth, your southern belle is coming out. Yeah, it's so fun to do. It's like, y'all shouldn't have. I'm not good. I'm really not good at accents, but I can quote things. I think that's the way for me to learn accents, is by just learning a lot of things, quotable lines from different things. Corbo, Pokemon. Let's see. I actually wrote Pokemon. What the heck? Okay. Oh, I found it anyway. It was Pokemon. Because he is a Pokemon. There are Pokeboys, and then there's Pokemon. 10 kilometer walk. Oh my goodness. Good and evil. Beyond good and evil. Nice one, Asu. Playing mystery. I'm still deciding who to marry. Ooh. I'm not there yet. That is gonna be a tricky one too. 10-kilometer walk will leave you sore. I'm playing Tomodachi Life. Finally have a me for you. Oh, thank you. The new trees and season stuff coming out next month. Okay, that's awesome. Hello, Munchiro. Trying to fix broken PC things. Plumi 7. Goodness, never fun to have PC issues. Who mentioned Beyond Good and Evil? Lots of Roblox. Dragon Adventure got me hooked. That sounds like something you'd play. I actually got Beyond Good and Evil yesterday to unlock some childhood memories. Hey, yo! Nice. It didn't used to. Past tense. It's been a while. Wow, still good on you getting it done though, sore or not though. Okay, let's see. What are we gonna do with this? It's the same pink color we can use for the Pokemon. I'm gonna fill this out here. And then have a little look, see what else we can do. It also has it up here. That plus Harvest Moon Back to Nature and Final Fantasy 9 on repeat was a childhood indeed. That's awesome. Harvest Moon Back to Nature, and then you never left because they keep remaking it. I played one of the Harvest Moon games again recently, and I just was kind of disappointed at how younger me did not realize the economy system was completely bonkers in the game. Like the upgrades don't make sense. I guess I just spoiled with the whole crafting system from Stardew Mystria. Oh. I'm also one that does not compare Fields of Mystria to Stardew Valley. I know the comparison is easy to make. I really love the fact that you can get the farmer outfit from Harvest Moon in Fields of Mystery as well. But I also do feel like it's way more Rune Factory than anything because of the adventuring parts of it all. Just wearing glasses. Yeah, I haven't worn the glasses in a while, just ever since getting the monocle. And then I got Keyfree's glasses, so I haven't worn these V1 glasses in a while. You hunted March down? Poor March! I just imagine him getting tackled down on the spot like, oh, it's you. Ugh! I'm looking forward to playing some Fields of Mischief, even though I'll be playing it on the laptop and stuff on my trip, but I'm also considering, because it's like, I'm almost done with the current game I'm playing right now. It's a Metroidvania based off of Record of Lodoss War. I really think it's a cool one. Kind of straightforward, but that's also kind of nice because it kind of scratches the itch of having a nice pixelated Metroidvania, right? But I'm almost done with it. I think I'm gonna beat it soon. Next time I play it, it's just gonna be beaten, 100% map and everything. So I've been thinking, like, on my trip, like it's a very good opportunity to get a new game to maybe play through during the trip. But it's kind of hard to estimate because there's so many recommended games that are like, you know, probably wouldn't play through it until my next trip in years from now, probably. So, I kind of would like to just have something to play every now and then. And I was thinking, I have not caught up on Ace Attorney, like, at all. Ace Attorney on the 3DS is a big unknown to me. And now that they've been re-released on the Switch, maybe that'd be an opportunity. I just don't know which one to play, because I'm probably only going to be able to play through one, maybe half of one. So, I don't know which one to start with. I played through all the DS ones. Halfway through Investigations. Investigation was a bit more tedious to get through because of the point-and-click mechanic. It looked nice, it was pixelated, but it also made everything take much longer to do. So that one I haven't played through either, even though I have it on the Switch as well. I really like the games. They're a bit of a time sink, but I really like the games, and I would like to, you know, get back to them because I haven't in a long time. And I feel like that's a pretty good vacation one, because sometimes if you're playing handheld, I love playing handheld games, but honestly, do you guys also feel like the nerves of your arms and hands and stuff like that act up if you play it? I can't really play for a long time. Sometimes, yeah, it's not nice. I love playing handheld mode, and even though I have an ergonomic grip and everything on my Switch, it's a bit tricky to be doing a lot of complicated moves and stuff. Meanwhile, playing something chill or something like a visual novel makes it much easier because you just go tap, 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 make selection, top, tap, 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 you know? Phoenix Wright and Professor Layton. That's not a canon one though. Yeah, I might want to try that one out then. That'll be fun for some puzzles. How much puzzles do we have in it? It's still really fun. Yeah, okay. It's a really fun one. Meanwhile, I'll be like, I'm going on vacation though. I don't want to have to figure out a bunch of puzzles. Be all like, Every puzzle has an answer. And I'm like, so do tedious puzzles, which is to Valkyrie Chronicles or something. Valkyria Chronicles. Hello, the Shackle. How are you doing? Lego Star Wars are fun on the side. Very true, very true. You guys want to know my backlog of games that I, aside from the games I own, the games that I've kind of lined up and grouped up to actually play? Not necessarily on stream, but when I can. Aside from Wonder Labyrinth that I just finished, I have, let's see, groups. How are you doing, Shackle? Let's see, we got, here you go to play. Crosscode, no, Crosscode was a bit too grindy. Valkyria Chronicles is 8. Sea of Stars, Momodora Moonlit Farewell, Absolum, Astlibra Revision, Mina the Hollower, and what else do I got? What else do I got? There was one other one, like a bit of bigger of a project here. Let's see, where is it? And maybe either go back and finish Rune Factory. I have been eyeballing Trails in the Sky first chapter, but that is a time sink if there ever was one. Momodora 4 is like one of my favorite games, so Momodora 5 obviously I should beat, but I haven't gotten around to it. That, and I also grabbed Tetris the Grandmaster 5, which has a lot of Grandmaster modes, and I could probably play Tetris for hours. I kinda don't want to. I kinda want to pick up a new story game. Also, there's this Gaia Mayhem, but I don't know how it runs it. I haven't looked up enough reviews of it. By the way, my Switch buttons, they all worked out really well. They all feel so premium, so nice. Like I got a completely new one. But if we can play Tetris multiplayer together, we have done that at some point before. Actually, I had the organizer for the yearly Tetrio event, the Super Streamer Lobby that they do every year. Wiley, he showed up and helped me arrange my own special little Tetris with Tetris special modes on my channel for my birthday, that like first birthday I had. Oh, did I tell you guys, by the way, I found a Tetris Giant machine out in the wild. I got to play Tetris Giant for realsies. Do you guys know what Tetris Giant is? I'll show you guys. Never heard of it. Okay, so I'll show you a screenshot first, and then I'll show you the actual machine, the arcade machine. Tetris Giant. Okay, so this is a 2-player mode. You can play it alone, of course, as well, but this is the screenshot of 2-player mode, and you'll see what they mean by giant. Okay? Pieces are pretty big, the board is pretty small. You get me? Alright, so just getting a Tetris is a big deal here because you don't have the space to be messing about. So I happened about a little arcade, and Mind you, I never expected to see a machine like this anywhere because it felt like it was a Japan only kind of deal. But it was right there. It was right there. Let's see, I sent it to Wiley as well. Here you go. And this is what the machine looks like. This is a picture I took, by the way. This is from my own picture. There you go. The friggin' levers are huge. Which made it extra fun. They were so janky too. Really like holding both hands and just like And then it has like feedback, force feedback as well. So when you fail, you have a couple of lives if you fill up the screen and it just like clears it up for you. The damn stick starts like ba 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 ba. I had a really fun time with that. That was really fun. I'm so happy I got to play it. Pull the lever. That's so true. That is a huge one. What else should we do with Corbo here? Probably just... I don't know what else to do with him. Let's see. Let's put some more purple on him. Maybe something like this. And then what does it? It's probably just as a normal Pokeball, right? But I'm just gonna use the pink that I used here. Oopsie. I'm just gonna use. Oh, why didn't that change? There you go. I'll use this on the Pokeball as well to bring the same color back. I do feel like of all the colors, I mean, white isn't really a color, it's more like a value, but let's see. I feel like his suit should get this because this is a very important detail of his outfit, but just a little bit less like that, yeah. But I do believe since last I worked on this, I've learned so much in terms of technique and stuff. Hey yo! Thank you so much, Stitcher. Lumi, when it's there you go.
Stitcher to recruited a new alchemist.
A new alchemist. Let me find the. There you go. Thank you very much, Stitcher. I got so many games I still need to play. It's I grab them to have them. It's not physical copies of them, but at least I have them in my device for whenever to play whenever, you know. I have a, what is it, 512 gigabyte card, so, and I generally only tend to play indie games or smaller games. So whatever games I can't play on my Vita, so that's kind of with the Ease 9, no, Ease 8. I tried to, started playing through Ease 8 on my Vita, but the save file corrupted, so I lost a lot of progress. The thing I like about indie game is that, not always, but at least if they're 2D indie games and stuff, they tend to run fine on the Switch, right? They tend to run fine on the Switch. And it's a bit tricky to get stable performance on the Nintendo Switch. This one still needs a little bit of. I had some plans for this. I remember that we were gonna put him in the poison icon for for the there you go, like this. Okay. I think what we'll do is we will gonna adjust the colors a little bit. I think the colors look pretty good as they are, so we're just gonna fix up the suit and stuff a little bit, so there's like less ooh, I had a gradient map here as well. What else do we have here? Huge problem I have with drawing digitally is that I'm so used to spinning the paper, so everything I draw digitally is by default tilted. That was a meme. But the good thing about drawing digitally is that when you end up doing it like you were saying, that you kind of will things end up tilted and whatnot, because that can help, that can happen. I also get the whole effect of being right-handed and everything kind of leaning one side because of that. Oh my gosh. Yeah, that's better. But with that in mind, okay, let's just merge a bunch. When you flip the canvas and you catch the things that may be a little bit off, you flip the canvas, the character kind of looks, you know, then you can essentially use, because it's digital art, you can just basically adjust it and get it right. I will get this looking pretty cool. We'll see. Let's see. Let's make sure that we have everything merged properly. Because I remember having, this is the problem with coming back to a picture that I haven't revisited in a while. I had ideas for this, and since then, I don't remember anymore. Like I don't even have the the original idea with the emblem there anymore either. And I haven't played the game in a while too, so it's kind of hard to get. This is probably the effect they get from the evolution. So let's use that. Well, that just means that I can just do it however I feel like it, really. So let's try some stuff out. This is already a pretty cool effect. I think we're gonna just use this. First of all, we have this considering the option to adjust your drawing after you've you put it in, like after you have turned it digital, or if you've done it analog. Yeah, honestly, I do a lot of do a lot of mistakes when just sketching, which I tend to catch as I'm working on digital, because I see them. But when you do it analog, or like do traditional on paper and then kind of take a picture of it and flip it, you can flip your canvas, quote unquote, by holding it up against a light or something, a lamp. One way to do it when you're doing it traditional is to actually look at the drawing, like turn it upside down, because then you see other stuff. But you cannot have to train your eye to see those things too. So it's a little tricky. Can't really say that it works the same. So if you're drawing it and it's you have a light, you can always hold it up against the light, or if you use like a light table. Mirroring is probably the best one, to actually use a mirror to look at it. But I tend to, if I'm gonna make something into digital coloring and stuff like that, then I'll likely just bring it in whenever. Flip it with my phone, that works pretty good too. Take a picture and flip it. You propose to start a Hoot Hoot challenge? What is that challenge? Is it when you become an owl online and you start going hoot hoot whenever you say hi? Kind of a ridiculous challenge. Who would do that? Imagine. Hoot hoot for hello. Oh, that sounds silly. I'm joking, by the way. Hoot hoot. Couldn't be us. Hi Remy, how you doing? There's a lot of differences in doing traditional and digital, and the way I merged the know-how and let it kind of like translate some of the abilities. I straight up just stick to few layers when I work, because it kind of gives the limitation of doing it traditionally, with the advantage that you don't have to commit to anything, in that sense that you can always erase it and redo things. Because I realized, because I used to use a lot of layers too when doing like big and detailed drawings, I realized that it was a bit of a false confidence. It just felt safe and nice that you could just have a bunch of layers and go back and change something whenever you wanted to. But I noticed that because I felt that way, I kind of didn't commit to anything properly. So actually discovering the whole grayscale style and sticking to few layers ended up being a really good method to it all. Because first of all, it makes the art look quite unique in that texture it gives it when something's been painted over. Like for instance, the lightning effect I'm doing here, I'm actually painting, erasing instead of doing it with very confident brushstrokes. I do it deliberately because it gives it this kind of jagged, imperfect kind of feel to it. That also does mean that I'm not super good at line arting. Hello Lyle, welcome. Little did I know that would be even more an advantage at this day and age where things get generated and everything like that, to actually have a style that essentially celebrates the errors of repainting. You get what I mean? Because because there are imperfections, it makes it look all the more handmade. So I don't really put all the full time into polishing out all the details, even though I could, but there are people that are much better at that as well. But sadly, a lot of people are getting accused of generating their works, even though they do amazing handmade works, you know? Saw a video where someone explained why it's hard to morph colors when you draw in values and then color with gradients. Morph colors? In what way? Because yes, that is a disadvantage to doing it the way I do. But also, this is not the finished version. Like I color with gradients and then I come back in. I come back in and I paint and give it my own touch. Hello, Toasting Marshmallow. Lola, welcome. I find myself unsure if ever something is generated on the internet at this point. It always makes me sad. Humans creating such wonderful process. Hate to doubt the effort made. Well, at least on social media, most of them, at least Twitter has a built-in function where it'll actually tell you if it is generated. Because anything that is generated leaves a trail of kind of artifacts and a bit of discrepancies here and there that are quite easy to catch up on. But what is tricky is always if it's generated at first and then painted over, because that one is a little bit trickier to identify. So the character for C, this is Corbeau. Corbeau from Pokemon Legends A to Z. C to A, C to A, Za. It's not Az, it's Za. I mean, layer the colors where you have different colors for shadow and lights. Not sure how you did it, so did not pay much attention. It's about color temperature. Well, there is this one thing you can also do is if you let's see how that works again. You could add more color to something, like with the Pokemon in the back, using a little bit of layer effect. I think it's hard mix with this. No. Which one was it? No, it's not. I think this one has a lot of holes, doesn't it? Yeah, it's a little bit. Okay, never mind. You can add layer effects to get some effects in as well. The one thing about digital art is like everyone has their own methods to it and reaching them too, but there are multiple ways to reaching a certain end goal to it all. I've been lectured multiple times by people that feel like one way of doing something is better than the other, and you guys should know me by now. I don't really judge or believe in absolute truths in anything. So while people have been telling me that, oh, but you can't really do it in this certain way or make it this kind of effect, I literally do it in minutes. It's just that I don't care about getting that result. I don't even do line art before coloring. Some people swear by line art that you should do sketch, rough sketch, line art, like rough sketch, clean sketch, line art, base color, shading. That's just how you do things. And I tried for the longest time. It did not agree with me. I'm really bad. Okay, I can't say I'm really bad at it because I gotten better at it, but compared to how I sketch and how I take in the full picture, the full drawing when I actually sketch on paper, my eyes don't see the full picture when I'm sketching on digital. And the way that works out for me is that I sketch with white. You've seen that when I start like a drawing on Archie Taxi, right? That I use white to sketch because that lets me see the general silhouette of it. If I sketch with black or gray, I can't. Those are so recognizable for being lectured. Yeah, no worries. And I don't take it as criticism. I just always, I do like to share the fact that I don't believe in absolute truths. The fact that I like to do things with few layers, do it grayscale and coloring, that's just what works for me. When I try to teach any kind of art of anything like that, I try to leave out the actual. I try to teach methods rather than a full-on step-by-step. You know, like I try to teach the thought process and what to consider behind it, rather than tell you, oh yeah, you should totally just do it in grayscale. You don't do grayscale, well, get on grayscale, bro. You know, no, because for the way I work, the next level to it would be to skip the grayscale and actually pick values based on colors. Because look, I'm just gonna grab magenta here. I might do a new one. There. So the way I work, I stick to values here. I stick to this side for the values. So, and also no full black, no full white. So I generally stick around this area here for my values, and I have preset ones of what is the lightest, what is the darkest, and then I think the canvas is somewhere around here. So midtones are kind of here, brightest, and then kind of darkest here. Because if you use full white or use full black for anything, whenever you use contrast or brightness or adjust your picture, you will have zero margin to make a picture brighter. So if you've already used white, then anything that goes bright after that one is not gonna ever get any brighter. So then everything you push towards brightness is just gonna get like a blurry, blended mess from that. So that's one of the things that is a very good thing to think about, especially when you do traditional work as well, is to never go full black or white, stick somewhere a little bit, so you have a bit of margin for when you need to do some adjustments with levels or brightness or contrast and stuff like that. It'll give you way more space to work with and not mess with your values. What happens when I use the what happens when I use the let me make this when I use the overlay layers or any other effects like that, is that it colors on top of the grayscale. So any values that you use within this get colored here as well. But you can still use this to blend colors into other colors like this, because the overlay will kind of blend with the values and kind of leave the actual colors and everything out of it. You avoid getting strange values with your drawings. Because of that, you can add some fun effects to your drawings by doing this kind of you can add extra, you know, for a while movie posters did this a lot, where they just would do this into this. But then depends on, like, I will usually start off with with overlay for this kind of effect, but you can also use other things like soft light. Soft light blends a bit different from overlay. Soft light makes something a little bit more matte, so this is good for doing something like metal at the base before doing shines. Hard light makes it much more vibrant. Overlay blends with the values. And yeah, it's kind of important to consider values, which is why I always liked working with grayscale. First of all, I started off just sketching with coal and graphite, just kind of sketching on paper. So I kind of already liked working with lights and shadows. It's super tricky when your eyes can get so deceived sometimes for values. See if I can force the value effect. How do I do this again? Probably need to do let's see. Let me see if I can figure this out. I'm gonna borrow Corbo for this. Oh, it's quite big. There you go. Pixelated, ayo. Okay, so let's see. What is the best? I've always wanted to have a good example of this, but I can't really. Let's see. There are ways to do this. I'm just trying to figure out which ways they are. Actually, probably better to do it in this way. Oh, this kind of looks like a... Where is this from? I don't know why, but this looks familiar. It's like Pixar or something? Yeah, it is Pixar, right? Let's use a Pixar ball, why not? It's the best is to see it on a character, but I can't because when values are not really working well, they kind of mess with your eyes. So maybe I can find some examples online somewhere. This shouldn't be like so. I'm gonna see if I can get that effect down. Okay, so if we just, let's see, if we do lower the saturation completely, yeah, I figured, because I used the highest, this is just making it grayscale. So even if you have shading on it, does it still give the same effect? Yeah, it does. Okay, good. Then maybe I can use this after all. If you use a certain color for shading, like this, it might not work out. Not that it has. No, it actually does. If you do that too much on a drawing, your eyes initially might think that this kind of is going to work out, but imagine this on everything on a picture. Let's say the red is actually the highlight on this too. Let me do a green highlight or something like this. No, that didn't work. The red is better. It's kind of hard to... It has happened to me multiple times. I just put a lot of work into something. There you go. But it ends up being really flat. So if you have a full picture that kind of have colors, and it could be pink with some kind of magenta color that you kind of mix up like this. And then when you just kind of it looks flat. Something isn't working. Something looks like it's behind something else because of it all. Then you turn it grayscale and everything is just the same value throughout the whole thing. That's the problem you get when values aren't when you don't have darks they don't differ. The lights from darks don't differ in your picture. Paintings with bad values. Let's see if we can figure it out. Here's some examples. I wonder if this is a good example for this. From Oil Painters of America. Let's examine this painting. Yeah. So the first one doesn't have very good values, and that's not for the whole painting, but the dirt has the same values as the pine tree. Meanwhile, here you have kind of changed it up a bit. I think the same as the sky as well. No, but it's much harder to tell the background from the foreground on this one because everything is so kind of muddied. It becomes muddied in terms of how dark the values. I'm using the word values back and forth, but it really means how dark or light a color is. And by working in grayscale, you tend to not make that same mistake because you would be using the same color gray on something else. So it just kind of already notices that, oh, okay, goodness. So this, here's also a painting that has been used for examples as well, where the values are a little bit too close to each other. Because if you turn this grayscale to see where all the values are, everything becomes a bit muddied. There are better examples. I just have a hard time finding the really good ones. I have gotten that in very strange ways. No, that is saturation. Saturation kind of doesn't really matter for value. If we go back to the example we had here, because these are very saturated, but if we lower the saturation, well, technically, if we raise up the saturation, the values are still very flat. They all have the same value, so I guess technically, no, it actually doesn't matter because less saturation is still the same value together. Of course, if you have something that is, I think, I'm kind of curious now, honestly. What if you have a part that is here. So we have the top part of the ball has higher saturation, the lower part has lower saturation. It's all still the same value. Yeah, I get that sometimes life will have strange values. And the weird thing about it is that's why you kind of may want to touch up certain things. So that's why sometimes photographers will let more light into their lenses. It won't look exactly one-to-one in reality, but it'll be easier to read because it will get difficult to read something. Off of a picture, I have a hard time really finding a good example of it. But yeah. It is artistic freedom in both ways. Nothing is right or wrong. I'm saying that having the contrast of everything, the differences not be as clear, might make it harder to read on its flat, because one thing is if you're actually standing at the spot, your eyes will make the distinction of what is closer or what is further away from you, because you have a 3D picture. You have two eyes and you can read depth by having that. But when it's a photo or when it's a drawing of something, it can look incredibly flat and you lose the depth perception by not using things like values from dark to bright, or from cold to warm. Usually it's like if the light is cold, a good rule of thumb is if your overall light is cold, like you're in an ice cavern or something, your shadows would work better if they contrast with warmth. So instead of thinking that shadows should be dark and black, think more like maybe the shadows should be more brown or orange, closer to orange rather than blue if you're inside a crystal cavern, because it helps your characters to pop. The other way around as well. Let's see. I wonder if I can still find this picture, because this artist did this picture a long time ago. And I was very impressed. This is one of the things that made me think about values and colors and stuff like that. Okay, I found it. It's a really old drawing of Samus Aran from Metroid. And you guys will see what it is. The artist is called Nekeao with 2 Ks. And ever since I saw this picture a long time ago, I've been all like, someday I will master this as well. And that was the start of the whole thing. Yeah, Metroid. Have a look at this and you'll probably see immediately why I find it interesting, okay? There you go. Before seeing this picture, I completely believe that everything in shadow should just go towards dark. It should go darker and darker and darker until that is the shadow part of it all. After seeing this picture, I realized that there can be shape and light in the darkness as well. Because there is bright light and there is cold light, and there's also the whole highlights of the actual suit as well. And if we look at the values, the colors don't even matter much to this because the shapes are all there. But the fact that aside from the values, you also add the colors to it all, it makes for such an interesting picture. There's silhouette, there's like implying both warm and cold light. There's so much volume to this picture that, yeah, it's a really good one. And very much an inspiration to me to realize how to kind of maybe try doing this someday. Maybe I'll try doing it someday. Yeah, that is environment that can be both environmental light. It can also be secondary, tertiary light. The picture itself gives the whole artificial light coming in from one side, and then that there are maybe some monitors or computer screens or something that doing the cold light. But yeah, really cool. It really inspired me to figure out the whole lighting and light and dark, light and shadow a bit more. Hello Joe, how are you doing? What is it called again when a very bright light sort of lights up a certain color and that reflects on other things too? There's the technical name. There's subsurface scattering, that is the light that goes through a hand. Like, that goes through material, like clothes, or if you shine like a flashlight on your hand, how it kind of, your hand lights up a little bit. That's subsurface scattering. What is the other thing when it kind of just bounces around? Ambient light thing, ambient light, I guess. Color and Light. Color and Light is the book that made. They also made the Dinotopia one, but Color and Light is a pretty good one. Same artist. Same writer. Dinotopia. There's the artist that made that one. Color and Light is basically the book that is that covers a lot of things, like drawing what doesn't exist or whatever. I can't remember. I mean, this is Gurney, right? The Gurney Journey. Gurney, Gurney. Or how do you spell it? Color and Light, James Gurney. Yeah, there you go. I'll throw it at you from... Yeah, you guys can find it. I literally searched Color and Light, Gurney, and the you guys, the Internet Archive just showed up anyway with it. Interesting. Okay, you might be able to read part, if not a lot of the book, just doing a search on the Internet Archive. Or maybe it's for loaner there as well. I know that some Internet Archive stuff are like library stuff. I wonder if I should do this this purple color to kind of differentiate between the two here. Kind of frame Corbeau a bit. I think I will. I'll try it out. We'll see. But yeah, I've definitely noticed that the RT taxis, everything, have really increased my confidence a lot. Because ultimately, you guys have shown me so many times. You guys are so creative. You have a bunch of really good ideas. With all of your participation, both your fan art and also in the art challenges and everything like that. Usually, what was holding me back, and might also be holding you guys back, is the whole, like, for once, confidence and confident in that you can do something that might seem very, very difficult at first. Because, like, maybe you wouldn't think it that I had a lot of doubts in what I could do and whatnot, especially not with the whole Archie Taxi deal. But Archie Taxi forces me to commit. Because there's no time. There's barely time to do the one picture that I'm trying to do. So it's doing time trial runs is sometimes really good to see what you go for, so to say. Another fun challenge that taught me the fun of learning how to commit was a no erase challenge. Basically, the fact that you don't erase. You can do it digital as well. You just don't use eraser or undo. But mainly, it would probably make more sense to do it on with a sketchbook or something with a ballpoint pen. And I think I mentioned at some point as well that some of the best sketches or like best ideas are just been ballpoint pen on post-it notes. They're very janky. The faces are all over the place. The eyes kind of just like, what's going on, you know? Is it anime Quasimodo? I'm kidding, but regardless, the idea was, I grabbed the idea from my head. I was able to put it into a little something. So that I can later just pull it back out again, just see that, oh right, that was what I was trying to do, and then doing it digital really goes much smoother. I personally really like the sketchbooks that aren't bound. Like I think the paper blank sketchbooks are absolutely beautiful. You know, the guys are the one that have like hardback sketchbooks. But I always feel such, even the moleskin. I still have a moleskin one that I got gifted a long time ago. And I can't bring myself to use it because I would want to just have a sketchbook I can just go nuts with a ballpoint pen on, but because I tried hard before and set the standard, I just can't. Meanwhile, I buy a sketchbook that is the kind that you can easily tear out your drawings or something like that. I kind of like the ones that have kind of glued pages. Like, let's see, they kind of, you know, they kind of look like, they're very simple. I think that Bruna sells them as well. They have a very kiddie cover. But it has this kind of flap. It's just a paper flap. Yeah, get me? Like this. And the pages are all just bound together with the with a little bit of glue here, you know. So you have, I like A5 size. It's a very good travel size, but so the pages are just kind of, you know, you can draw and then you can just flip them. Like this. But I will usually tear them out and put them in a collected thing. I usually have this kind of leather holder for something like that. It's like an A5 size one thing that has like a little bit of a it's like a travel, almost like a little A5 travel portfolio thing. It has a pocket here, and I will put this kind of sketchbook here. And then any drawings I like, I'll just like put into the little pocket. Speaking of, I should find that thing. I like how this one's turning out though. I really like how this one's turned out. They do exactly the same with watercolor paper. No, yeah. The watercolor paper is kind of similar like that. Yeah, those are expensive as feathers. I love that. As feathers. Yeah. The paper is a bit thinner on the sketch ones though, but I really like them. I'm not a fan of spiral ones, mainly because the spirals stick out more than the actual papers, you know? I'm not really a fan of those because usually when you put them in a bag, they don't fit really nice and snug. They have this kind of bump in the back, you know? Never feels comfy. They are easier to store and save the actual drawings on though, but I go for comfort. I like to pack my bags Tetris style, I suppose. Yeah, some of these realization, art theory, color theory, a lot of those things kind of taught me a bunch of like kind of, oh, so if I want to get this kind of if I want to get this kind of results, I should do this, this, and that, you know. Or if I want to have this other result, I should do this, and that, or focus on this, and that. Because otherwise, I would have just been mining away, grinding away at something, and it actually wouldn't even get me closer to the results that I wanted, you know. Plumy guided, yeah.
Rated P for Plumy.
I can't say it properly. Rated P for Plumy. Plumy 13.
Plumy 13.
Let's add a little bit of edge lighting. I guess it makes sense that even the purple gets a bit of pink because it is a lot of pink lighting after all. And it's coming from both directions, so I actually get away with doing it on both. Face 2. No, that doesn't look good. Doesn't look that good on the face. It's fine. And on Corbeau as well, because actually Corbeau looks a little bit desaturated compared to the Pokemon. Must be the purples on him. Let's see. Can we do something to adjust this? Maybe add a bit of saturation? Probably this is the way to go. Dun, dun, dun. I can just use the bright purple to add a little bit of highlights on him. This is fine. I think this looks nice as a picture regardless. I am personally hoping very much for a certain character for letter D. Of course, I will not just make up that it was said. Someone has to mention it, but I'm kind of, oh my gosh, please someone mention that character on the letter D. I guess we'll see. We'll see because we're on the letter C. Si, senor. But there are a lot of characters on the letter D that I would like to draw, so all good. Apropos nothing. Apropos, as in speaking of nothing. I had a fun interaction earlier with an artist I know that I had the pleasure to work together with, at least when I was still in the corpo. Corbeau is the only toxic boy I will stomach. As any relationship with him would obviously be toxic from the get-go. but I had a fun interaction. Because I was very curious about Mystria and how it's been translated, right? So I asked Suzu, that has been looking forward to playing Fields of Mystria with Japanese localization, because Suzu's not super good at English, but still has really liked the game enough to be, during the whole early access that it was, has been just really trying their best to kind of translate a little bit at a time, really look things up to kind of try to understand what different words mean. So it's really like, I find it so endearing, because I remember doing something like that for some Japanese games as well. Like, I really want to play this game, it looks so cool, but I don't understand what's going on, and then little by little trying to look some stuff up, and you realize you put two and two together, what this and that means and everything. It also makes me realize Fields of Mystria is also very playable, even if you don't know the language, because they use icons and imagery. It's a lot of visual aid and stuff. But I was very curious, because I really like the personal pronouns, the Japanese ones, how that can affect the character, right? So I had to ask, like, has it been translated yet? Oh, a little bit. There's still a couple of parts that need translation, but for the most part, it's translated. It's really fun to play. Okay, cool. I'm very curious about the character's personal pronouns in Japanese, because, you know, you can have some like for the male ones, you know, it goes like boku, ore, watashi, stuff like that. And it tends to also come with a little bit of their attitude, you know, the kind of personalities shine through. And with that said, I got it answered. Apparently, all the guys will say ore for very, very tough. And except for Ayland, that says boku, which really suits him a lot. So I told Zuzu that, yeah, actually I used boku myself whenever I was studying Japanese. I felt like that was the most saying ore or watashi never felt like. Boku felt nice. And funny enough, Suzu said something like, yes, that fits you very well. Also, evil, I think, would say ore. And I'm like, oh, yeah, definitely would. And that just led me to think that if I was better at Japanese, or if I could speak it and was supposed to reenact my characters, then yeah, that would make such a big difference. In anime, it does seem like mostly punks say ore. It's usually because, yeah, I'm completely boku. I'm boku, club boku, definitely. Boku wa. Boku wa fukuro desu. So yeah, I'm not watashi or ore wa. Ore is usually a little bit more casual, and it makes sense that all the other characters in Mystria would use ore, because you have carpenters, you have farmers, and you have blacksmith. They're all kind of tough and you know, kind of a lot of physical labor, so it makes sense. He's also the manliest one, I suppose. So yeah, I would use boku as well. I thought it was fun. I got a cute little, after having said that, I got a cute little gift as well. I don't think it's been posted in the illustrations, but I would like to share it here. This is very cute. It's super cute. Did not expect. Oh, and for the girls, all the girls except Juniper use watashi, while Juniper uses atashi. Atashi ya? Oh. It suits her. Ojo-sama villain is right. Iwa. So desu wa. Dosi. Oide. They're not even voiced and I can hear their voices. I really like how good the characters are in Fields of Mystria. I had a framing thing going on with my previous entries in the ABC challenge, so I think I'll just use this almost like some kind of electrical portal to kind of frame this picture. I just love that they gave her the oh ho ho laugh with 16-bit sounds, you know? Well, let's be real. Mystria completely got me with the Chrono Trigger sound font. That means that they're using instruments and sounds that are kind of, the music is very reminiscent of Chrono Trigger. That or Chrono Cross. I don't know, let's see. I cannot help but hear Chrono Cross when I hear Caldera's theme, Fields of Mystria. Where's my music? There it is. This one. Is it Shala's theme? This is every time you talk to the sleeping dragon. I wonder if this is the Chrono Trigger one. I think this is the one. Chrono Trigger? Kind of. Maybe. I just really like. Because it definitely was like... I started playing Mystria, and it just sounded... It had a similar sound font. I just felt my nostalgia being grabbed, pulled across the screen, slammed against the side, like grabbed, pulled across the screen, slammed against the other side. Let's see, what do I have here otherwise? Yeah, it's just they used a similar sound font. Okay, I think this is pretty much done as is. This is enough of a presentation for Corbeau, I think. To change the direction of this. I had some orbs drawn in before. Wonder if that would work okay. Maybe just as... I think this works. It's just the orbs are a little bit... I don't know what works best, if I actually made them kind of like circles. Just kind of uneven as such, or... Maybe if I do it like this. Not sure about that. I think this is better. All the drawings you made for the alphabet challenge so far would do very well as stickers too. Yeah, that's true. I don't know if I can just sell mass production and stuff like this online though. I'm sure I could do a collection if I ever... I mean, when I finish the alphabet challenge. We'll have to figure out if that can go somewhere. I should... have I signed the others? I'm sure I've done my feather on the others, right? But cheetah. It says it's done, this one. I don't know. Surely I put my signature in there somewhere. Yeah, it's in there. Feather. Okay. Just a thought. Yeah, definitely. I'm sure in terms of the anime and stuff like that, I wouldn't get in trouble, but when Hutendo is involved, I tend to not want to take too many risks. Seeing how many like license stuff were kind of needed to be a content creator with any of their content, I'm just like I'm not gonna push it. There you go, it's hidden right there, my signature. But yeah, we'll see. Maybe someday we'll get some new stickers. Someday Plumies will maybe have some new stickers. Oh my goodness, my voice is. I'm still tired from yesterday, I guess. Also, I wanted to mention something. We can talk about it in a bit. I think I might just round up here. Some rest is always nice. But I do want to point out something that I mentioned at some point. I have it open here, and I think it's going to be a little bit on your end to look into these things as well. But yeah. Someday over the Plumie. Let's go over to the study. I'm very yawny today. Should get some more sleep later. Hutsu. Where are you guys? There you are. So what I wanted to mention was the pricing of the memberships. This is not, I'm not changing anything in terms of the pricing, but since I can't go in there and type, oh, I want click, comma, click, enter, for each of the revenue levels, right? I was informed by YouTube, and I'm sure you guys must have too, that some places, probably due to exchange rate and stuff like that, things like pricing is going to change here and there. Now again, I've not changed it from the base $4.99 United Kingdom and then whatever the equivalent is, but the equivalents are going to change in certain countries. One of them being let's see, Australia, Philippines, South Africa. For Alchemist is going to change by, I don't know what it is. Let's see. Alchemist is going to change from $5.99 Australian dollar to $7.49. That's just kind of, I can't change it back, otherwise I would. This is just YouTube doing their changes. Going to change in Israel, Poland, Indonesia, India, the Philippines, Canada, Bulgaria, Brazil. There's a bunch of countries. Hopefully they have informed you as well. Ecuador, Egypt, El Salvador, Honduras, Guatemala, Hong Kong, Hungary, Japan, Malaysia, Lebanon, Mexico, Morocco, New Zealand, Nicaragua, Nigeria, North Macedonia, Panama, Paraguay, Peru. That's like that. Qatar, Romania, Saudi Arabia, Senegal, South Korea, Taiwan, Thailand, Turkey, Ukraine, Uruguay, Vietnam. Yeah, so that's it's very YouTube, and even though I have completely go like, oh, review your new pricing, and once per year is really good to change your pricing, you know, get people to pay you more, and I'm like, I'm fine with one. Oh no, okay, no, it didn't. Nothing happened. False alarm, Plumey. Oh goodness. But I don't want the membership pricing to change. I just feel like that's just gonna get in the way of our ultimate goal of 250 members. But now I opted to not change anything, but they changed the levels automatically per region, so just wanted to give you guys a heads up. And I don't know if they send out emails to you guys as well, but know at least that I haven't changed anything on my end, and it's just YouTube forcing it. But do look into what they're charging you for the memberships so that you're not suddenly surprised, okay? But yeah, Hootsu everybody, thank you so much for today. I don't think I will be able to get the video out for asking for a character that starts with the letter D, so this will be probably when I'm back at some point, even though I have plenty to do when I'm back as well. But regardless, I want to find a nice standard format for this. I feel that short form content is kind of tricky half the time, as you kind of need to kind of get to the point quickly, have something that catches your eye. So I've looked at other creators to kind of see what the other creators that have caught my eye, and I'm trying to figure out like how can I adapt their methods to kind of do it my way. And I have some ideas, so I might work a little bit on that before I do the video, so that that I have a little bit of a template that I can just quickly change a couple of things in my own recordings into. This would be nice to just have it adds so much more to the art if just kind of there's a little bit of a twist to it, right? Oh, I also have another idea. Oh my gosh, I need to write this down. Totally got it. This is gonna make it stick out a bit more. Awesome. Thank you so much for this. I need to write it down. But yeah, Hootsu. I hope you all have a nice, cozy start of the week. Thank you for hanging out with me, keeping me company. You guys are always lovely. Wait a minute, we were talking about which game to play, but is the Phoenix Wright and the Layton one available on Switch? Because I'm just bringing my Switch. But anyway, let's see. I think the good old freelance artist fungi is criticizing bunny VTubers. Okay, let's go there. Let's go say hi to Squeegee. Normal, good old. It's gonna be a couple of weeks in between this one and the next Squeegee Monday. Don't know anything about Phoenix Wright? No worries. It's a really fun series. I personally like the DS original ones better because it has a lot of pixel art. The new versions are just kind of hand-drawn sprites, but I played them with pixel art, so I prefer those myself. But generally, it's like a visual novel with a bit of more interactions of kind of examining the world around you. It's quite linear, it's hand-holdy, but it's really fun. You get to be an attorney defending people and doing some crime like the crime scene investigations with a lot of fun characters. It's really fun. It's really fun when you're playing it, but do wear headphones if you're playing it near other people because it's really annoying when you're not playing it. There's a lot of sound effects, a lot of ding boom. So yeah, that's it's fun for you. Keep that in mind. Let's set up the raid. The objection part is nice. The music is awesome too. There we go. Let's go. Something shark. Something bites mind. Oh, thank you, Natsu. I'm just gonna set up the. You're so right. You know who doesn't forget to thank their sponsors? The sugar plumies never forget to thank their sponsors. No, you totally didn't. I missed them. Sugar plumies. Milova absolutely never forgets to thank a sponsor. Thank you very much, Milova. Micah never forgets to thank a sponsor. Thank you very much, Micah. Dragoon Freya never forgets to thank a sponsor. Thank you, Dragoon Freya. Neko never forgets to thank a sponsor. Thank you so much, Neko. Miri Mage never forgets to thank a sponsor. Thank you very much, Miri Mage. CL Silverfang never forgets to thank a sponsor. Thank you very much, CL Silverfang. Natsu never forgets to thank a sponsor. Thank you very much, Natsu. Nyajime never forgets to thank a sponsor. Thank you very much, Nyajime. Lapis Dragon never forgets to thank a sponsor. Thank you very much, Nyajime. Joy Use almost, but never has forgotten to thank a sponsor. Thank you very much, Joy Use. Estefi never forgets to thank a sponsor. Thank you very much, Estefi. Burb Kai has never forgotten to thank a sponsor. Thank you very much, Burb Kai. Something about sharks, like something Jaws, something. Sharks bite, but sure doesn't. Hoot hoot. Here we go. Got it. Raid message. Jarring. Oh, I like that. We're gonna use it. Sometimes it's jarring how good the sometimes it's jarring. No, I don't know. Gosh, I can't just be sticking around and delaying it all. Monday bites. There you go. I'll keep the jarring one in mind, and then we'll do a better one later. It's okay. I'm do this one. Monday bites, but this content sure doesn't. Hoot hoot. There you go. We'll go over to Squeegee, who's doing art critique on VTubers with a bunny theme. Squeegee has a lot of good content on the channel as well for character design, and that are not just like VODs. It actually long form content that teaches you a lot about character design and has really fun methods and systems to kind of rate certain designs, which is really good to keep in mind when you're doing your own character. I would recommend a lot. I would recommend the channel a lot. We rate into that a lot because not only is the age group and the target very much the same. I've learned a lot from Squeegee myself, so it's just fun to be able to have a mutual that you know, you look up to as well. So let's go over there. Thank you guys for today, members. I'll see you tomorrow for a bit of magma drawing. Yeah. For now, we'll say bye bye. Bye 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 bye. Stay lovely, everybody. Look forward to the new art challenge on Wednesday. Members, we draw some kind of vacation, holiday themed picture tomorrow. Bye for now. Bye bye. Bye bye bye. Take care. Hoot hoot.